right, everyone, this is Aaron Breitman with the Scarlet Faithful. A little bit after Rutgers defeating Temple 16-14 on Saturday, September 17th. Honestly, I wasn't prepared for this in terms of it being a nail biter like it was. I really thought, Rutgers, I didn't think it was going to be the type of game that it was last year, 61-14 beatdown in Piscataway. Temple, new coach, Stan Drayton. I think he's going to be really good there. Really, they were the more hungry team in this game. I thought that to me was a little alarming. Rutgers looked like they kind of went through the motions, kind of thought that they could. I don't know if they overlooked them because of last year, if they're looking ahead to Iowa, if they just felt, too good about themselves. I don't know. The offense, there's plenty we can talk about that, but I don't know if it was more of just, Sean Gleason thought a base offense was going to be enough today, ahead of Big Ten play, wanting to save things. But obviously that didn't work at all. 59 yards passing overall. Gavin Wimsatt left after 2 series. He limped off the field. No word on his injury yet. Obviously, huge concern. I'm hoping it was more of a precaution, keeping him out of the game. Evan Simon didn't look good, missed some throws. I think my biggest concern with Simon the whole time was, how much can he make plays on his own? He had a lot going against him today. The play calling was not good. They really never threw down the field. The offensive line was really suspect in pass protection. The run game never got going really until the very end, thanks to Johnny Langan. God bless Johnny Langan. But, Simon's got to be able to make plays on his own too. And he wasn't able to today. This is the most extended action he's had in a game. And he didn't look great. Obviously the offense as a whole looked terrible. Sean Gleason, certainly questions on kind of the strategy, the game plan. Never trying to mix it up really, never throwing on first or second down really at all. Temple had more first downs in the game. Rushing wise, passing yards, like I said, was 59. Rushing wise, other than Johnny Langan, nobody had more than 30 yards. Samuel Brown, the freshman from Philadelphia, 4-star, did have 30 on 8 carries, but never got Kyle Monungai going, never got Al-Shadi Salam going. Again, looking to get guys out in space, short passes. Where's the bubble screen? Just no variety at all. The offensive line struggled mightily. I get it. Obviously that goes into some of his play calling, but overall offense, huge concern at this point. When you struggle like that against Temple, who to their credit played their hearts out. It was homecoming in Philadelphia. The Rutgers crowd kind of outshone the Temple crowd, but still, Rutgers, completely uninspiring on offense. Defense, overall, relatively well-played game for them. Aaron Lewis was a beast. Shaquan Loyal, the tip 6, great play there. Only touchdown of the game for Rutgers. They were able to hold Temple to 1.6 yards rushing. So again, the rush defense has been tremendous. They did have a busted coverage on that second touchdown for Temple late in the game. They had some bad penalties. Overall, the team, 9 penalties, awful. Really cost them in a few spots. They had a couple drives that the penalties really killed them. But defense, they missed some tackles. Overall, not bad, but honestly, I kind of expected more from this defense in this game. I wouldn't say they were dominant. They played well enough to win, for sure. It shouldn't have been that close, but at the same point, still too many mistakes, I think, overall. They did come up in the clutch as well, as did Johnny Langan on that last drive, icing the game. Just a bulldozer. He averaged 8.8 yards a carry on 9 carries. Rutgers finishes right outside the Temple goal line. So, if there was another minute in the game, they would have scored a touchdown. Maybe that, does that make me feel better? No. Overall, I think we don't really know what this team is, other than there's certainly some concern going in to Big Ten play. You have Iowa on Saturday night under the lights, another team that, listen, what are they? I don't know. They lost to Iowa State. They played poorly in their first game. They play Nevada tonight. So we'll see what happens there. Certainly another team with an offense that is not performing well. So Rutgers is going to have a chance. They're going to have a chance, but they have to play cleaner football. I think as much gripes as you can have about the offense right now, just play clean. If you're not going to make big plays on offense, you can't make mistakes like they're making. There were offsides calls, there was holding calls, there was false starts. Penalties you can't have. So Anyway, overall, listen, Rutgers gets out with a win. Many times, as Rutgers fans, we've seen this team play poorly and lose against opponents. Let's remember Eastern Michigan. Who was it when they were 7-0? Was that Toledo? Or no, Kent State that was. But the Eastern Michigan game, this game certainly had some of those vibes. But, listen, to their credit, Rutgers won. I heard Shiano on the radio after the game. He obviously wasn't happy. He did kind of change his remarks, saying they didn't play well the defense played not bad. Obviously the offense, he even got into it with Sean Gleason on the sideline. I don't know if anybody saw that, at one point. So the offense is a mess. The defense is, somewhat reliable. I think, before we can declare them a top half of the Big Ten defense, they need to prove it. And obviously against an offense like Iowa, they should be the better unit on that field on Saturday. So we need to see that. Special teams, Jude McTamaney, 3 for 4 from field goals. Listen, he missed another kick, third game in a row. I get it. But he made 3. He made a 45-yarder. He made a 38-yarder. That ended up, was the game winner. And then he needed all 3 of his makes. If he misses one more, they lose the game. So I really don't have any gripes with him. He's going to be a little fly by the seat of your pants. But at the end of the day, he got it done. He's 5 for 7 from field goals this year. Not terrible at all. He's kicked 2 over 40. He kicked, one 45-yarder today. Had that 38-yarder that basically won the game. So, I don't think you can criticize him. I thought Adam Korsak, again, was really important in this game. And again, Johnny Langan, I don't think he's appreciated enough. I really don't. I mean, he's a human bulldozer, and the way the offensive line wasn't, doing well at all in the run game at all. And Johnny Langan just kind of took over and took matters into his own hands. A little bit of a la Purdue in 2020. So a win's a win. Have to be happy with a 3-0 start. 2 years in a row. I think with Rutgers, you have to look short-term, long-term, right? Long-term, second year in a row, they go 3-0 in non-conference play. That's a box you check off. They're halfway to bowl contention. Are we confident after this game that they're going to win 3 Big Ten games? I wouldn't say I'm confident. Is it possible? Absolutely. Things have to get worked out. I think, listen, the dynamic is Gavin Wimsatt didn't play most of the game. If he plays most of the game or half the game like he's been, maybe we're talking about a 3-touchdown win. I get that he's been inconsistent, but, he's a playmaker on this offense that is noticeably absent when he's not there. And they don't. And that was my whole thing about Simon versus Wimsatt going into Big Ten play is Wimsatt has a natural ability to make plays on his own that I honestly don't think Simon has. And to me, that's why you invest in Wimsatt and give him the keys. I know not everybody agrees with that, but I think you saw the flip side of it today. It's not fair to just, rule Simon out. Listen, I hope the guy succeeds. I hope if he plays next week and Wimsatt can't, I hope he comes through. Iowa's a great defense. We'll see. But I just think that, the dynamic that the offense has with Wimsatt out there was sorely missed today. You saw what they were without him. And it's easy to say that. I know that because, listen, maybe they would have struggled with him in there too. You don't know. But it's obviously important to get him back for Iowa. Let's hope he is. We'll find out more. I'll have plenty more analysis. I know it's a bit of a ramble, a little bit of a rant. I hope people enjoy these. I don't know. But, listen, 3-0 is 3-0. But now it's getting heavy. We're going into Big Ten play, and Rutgers gotta get better. So anyway, thanks for watching once again.